We have any pre-session video?
Yes, sir.
Please.
There are 4 types of thinking: disastrous thinking, negative thinking, positive thinking, and miraculous thinking. I put miraculous thinking in the forefront in every word that I speak, not positive thinking. Miraculous thinking. Jesus Christ said, "You can create greater miracles than I have done." That is a statement of Jesus Christ. So everybody is capable of creating miracles by adopting miraculous thinking. It is spiritual scientific logic. Whenever you open your mouth, your words should be miraculous words. Yes, you can do it. As Dr. Karthikeyanji, nothing is impossible. So in 10 years, we should change the whole world. Where is the question of impossibility in it? There's no way. When so many great masters are together, it is a team effort. It's a togetherness effort. It will create the whole world, change the whole world. One Gandhiji created a big movement in the whole of India, and British had to leave India. Non-violence, not through violence. If Gandhiji could do that, we all can do that. We will do that. We can do that, and we will do that.
Okay. Very good morning, my dear friends and masters. And very good afternoon to the West. So, welcome to everyone for the third week. First week, we have learned about what is meditation and what are the experiences that we will get, and in and around about the meditation. And second week, we have covered, we learned that how the meditation that we started with the first week, how that actually helps in getting a better health. And we also understood about the chemicals, how the brain physiology also change through the meditation process. Just the one meditation practice, how that actually helps to rewire our brain. So we understood in the second week. And third week from here, and many congratulations who are actually passing through this, coming to where we are now on the third week. So third week that we are going to talk about manifestation related topics. And I'm sure everyone actually quite interested want manifesting the things that we want to have in our life. And that is, we'll start with this week, the foundation, and then by end of through this week, if you listen sincerely and seriously to everything, then you will able to manifest and create things in your life. And by the way, myself Ratnavel, and I've been playing the role of facilitator for two groups, which is Renew. And so I actually joined this meditation process sitting here Just like you, I attended one of the 40-day program, which was conducted by Chandra sir in my organization. So life actually unfolds in a unimaginable way, and which will take you from the place where you are into a different. So that is where I am. So a lot of challenges been there even before meditation, after coming to the path of meditation. But the meditation gives a courage, clarity, how to handle the situation and respond to the situation through the wisdom that is gained here. So I'm really happy. If I should say that from my organization, what is the one thing that you like, or what is the key thing? I will say that meditation that has got introduced in my organization. I am ever grateful for the person who actually wanted to conduct this 40-day program in my organization. Right? Okay. So coming back to this today's topic, unlimited possibilities. So we will talk about after the meditation detailedly how unlimited possibilities exist in this quantum field. Patriji wonderfully talked about have the miraculous thinking. The words coming, emanating from your mouth should be, miraculous words. So we have to be very, very conscious. We have to be impeccable with our words. Right? It's very, very important. Everything is possible. Everything is possible. There is no question of impossibility. Patriji wonderfully he talked. I want to do this. I want to that. I want that. I want to create. I want to become like this. I want to become like that. So everything is possible. But you should have the deep desire for getting that. So desire is the very first important. The creation happens in two places. One is the inner world and then outer world. So inner world is the basis important. And you should have the strong desire. And that desire actually transformed to the intentions. And that intentions actually gets reflected in the outer world. Oh yeah, I was actually thinking to you call you. I was about to call you, but you came exactly. Your call came. So that intent automatically makes outer world reflect. Whenever remember every thought that you think, you are releasing the thought to the universe. So it is not that whether it is whatever the type of thought you are having about some negative thought, you are releasing that, right? So today we will get into meditation and we will talk more about that. And in today's meditation, we will not have the heart elevation. We will move to the breath mindfulness meditation. So those who have joined new, anyone joined new today, the meditation that we are doing is breath mindfulness meditation. Anapanasati meditation. We are going to aware about our breath. So it's very simple process, very, very simple. Just close your eyes, remove your spectacles, clasp your fingers into fingers, cross your feet at your ankle, and sit comfortably. Preparation, this is the preparation. When you're going to cook, what you do? You get all the vegetables and then from the fridge and then put it somewhere and then prepare it. The preparation, right? The preparation that we are doing. The moment you sit in meditation, how to do? Just take between the tip of the nose, between the eyebrows, any place. Take a point. On that point, just observe the in breath and out breath. Or you can just the flow of breath. The breath is going inside, outside. Just be aware. over the time the mind gets empty. And detailedly, if you wanted to understand, please watch day 1 and day 2 of the videos. Okay, let's get into meditation. There will be music we will be playing, Chandra's recorded voice, and forget about everything about yourself, your past or future. Just your only one job is to observe your breath. And the least expectation, let go of all the expectations in the meditation. Don't carry any expectations. I should do this, I should connect to that master, nothing. So just be aware about your breath. The least expectation is you should not open your eyes. That's it till the end of the meditation. Okay, let's get into meditation.
Dear friends, dear masters, with your specs removed, eyes closed, fingers into fingers, hands comfortably rested in your lap, observe your normal, natural in-breath and the out-breath. When you observe your breath, your mind is becoming empty. We are in this powerful group meditation. When you observe your breath, your mind is becoming empty. As your mind is becoming empty, allow yourself to experience greater calmness inside of you, greater emptiness all around you. Merge into that emptiness. Allow yourself to merge into your breath and allow yourself to experience that emptiness, blackness, where there's no body, where there's nothing. That's energy. All emptiness is energy, the quantum field of infinite possibilities. The field of infinite intelligence. And yourself to merge into this field of energy, the field of no body, of nothing. The longer you stay connected to this emptiness, to this field of unknown, the more familiar you become, the more fearless you become. Merge into that emptiness and allow yourself to stay aware of this field of light, that energy of blackness, witnessing whatever that you may notice. Everything and everyone are connected in this field of energy. This is your greater mind, the field of awareness. The more you stay aware, stay connected to this emptiness, away from your body, away from your life, the more divine you become, the more whole you become. stay aware of that emptiness, that light, that energy. Allow yourself to stay connected to it. The more you are with it, the more insightful you become, the more you tune in to the energy, the more expansive you become. The longer you stay merged into this emptiness, that endless depth of the blackness, the more connected you become. Allow yourself to lose into this nothingness. Friends, at this time, I'd like you to express gratitude. Gratitude moves us into coherence in the highest state of receivership. Can you express gratitude to your parents, teachers, mentors, to everyone in your life, your family, friends, colleagues, relatives? Be grateful to this grand nature, the bird, the fish, and the animals. Give thanks to the technology, all the systems, companies, governments, institutes. Gratitude to yourself and to this intelligent field. Gratitude is the ultimate state of receivership. Recollect your experiences from the session, and whenever you're ready, you can keep your hands on your eyes for 5 seconds and then may open your eyes.
Okay, friends. Hope you all had a wonderful meditation. Take your own time to get settled down. Do not force yourself. And as spoken earlier, before the meditation, we are going to talk about the quantum field. See, the first thing is anything that you want to manifest in your life, anything that you want to manifest in your life, you need to have a desire. Desire, a meditator becomes a co-creator, create things. So when we want to have manifest in your life, we need to have the desire, and that desire actually everyone, okay, I want to do that and this, but due to our the limiting belief, or we think from the limiting perspective, we drop that idea what we wanted to do. I want to become an IAS officer, I want to become a doctor, or I want to become, study my postgraduate. But many of you would have thought that, from the parents or wherever, oh no, we cannot afford that, we cannot do that, we have only this much. So when we operate from the limited mindset, we drop the things, the ideas. So many things actually many most of the ideas gets dropped in the idea stage itself, in the mind itself, because of the limited mindset. So anything is possible and everything is possible. And So why this topic we are going to talk about is, why we are going to talk about this topic is, whatever I just mentioned, that is to solve that problem. We need to understand we have the unlimited potential and the quantum field exists unlimited possibilities. And we can manifest, we can create anything that we wanted to do. We don't need to drop because of thinking about our past and other our limited things. So that is the reason that this topic is very important, the foundation for your manifestation. Whoever wants to look for manifesting, this topic is very important to understand it. Let me share my screen. Okay, so hope the screen is visible. See, the quantum field, there are many scientists who have talked about this. We actually perceive the things based on what we see. What we see, we perceive that. We think that every object that you see with your eyes, you know, it is, you think that that is a real object. Whatever you see that, it is a real. But Neil Bohr, the quantum physicist, is telling, he told, everything that we call real is made up of things that cannot be regarded as real. Which means you think that this material is solid. You take any material. This phone, you think that this is a solid. But every material, everything in this universe is actually vibrating. Either vibrating in high frequency or either vibrating in low frequency. So that your eyes cannot perceive that actual vibration. That's very important. So you think that the object is actually the solid. So people thought, oh, this is a solid material. The wall that you see, it is a solid. So everything is a solid. Like that. So this is real. This is what we perceived. And since we perceived this way, we believed also this way. But the quantum scientists are telling, you perceived that it is real. You perceived this is a solid, but it is not actually, it is a real. It is vibrating. It's constantly going between the energy to matter, matter to energy. This cycle is continuously, it is happening. Only thing is our eyes could not able to perceive it. If you see, the plant is growing, every second it is growing, but we could not able to perceive it, the speed at which it actually grows, the plant itself. So when think about any material in this world, it is constantly vibrating, and we could not able to see that. So there are three principles we need to understand in the quantum physics. The first principle is we are less matter and more energy. What we do in meditation, we close our eyes, we cross your feet into ankle, so we cut, whenever we get any thoughts, we cut and then back to breath. So we go into energy mode. Any thoughts, every thought is people, place, things. Every thought is people, place, things. And when we are cutting every thought and then back to breath, and we are dropping into the emptiness slowly, 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 which is energy. And even right now, when we are here, we are more of energy. We think that our body also, it is a solid. Our body is also a solid. We believed. So every material we just mentioned is actually a less matter and more of energy. Constantly it is vibrating. And number two principle, we have unlimited possibilities, potential. See, you have a clay, very simple clay, or with the simple clay, how many products you can make? You can make a pot, you can make a plate, you can make some jug, There is limitless. You can create as many as things. We cannot just like that limit, okay, only you can do only this, that, like that. The same electric current, the same electric current is passed through every device. Behind that, the same electricity. The electricity comes into your house, does not, okay, this is for fridge, this is for washing machine, this is for laptop, this is for this. No. The electricity is same, but different designs, different desire, purpose. Same thing. So you have the unlimited potential. You can do many things as much. And our observation manifests the possibilities. Where your attention goes, the energy flows. That's a core principle here with the behind. Our observation manifests the possibilities. The example I gave, oh, I was just thinking about you to call you. You called me. Because there was a thought that I want to call that person. That particular thought you gave, the moment you thought, means the energy flows to that. And that energy, that thought is released. If that person is in a receivable way, then he will receive it. Just like the phone call. You call, okay, I can, okay, Niti madam, actually I'm, calling me. Can I attend it or not? It's my free will. So I will just, okay, attend it. So that, like that. So we are constantly creating, we are constantly doing the observation, consciously or unconsciously. So here we are talking about the conscious creation. Okay. So these three principles, always think, this is a basic. So anything is possible. We are always energy. So energy to energy, it is easy. Matter to matter, it is always challenge to change things. So have unlimited possibilities. You have a empty land. How many ways a house can be constructed? 5 ways, 10 ways, 10 designs, 20 designs, 100 designs, millions of possibilities. You can construct different paintings, different things, different material, different textures, different things. Unlimited. You cannot say that only this is empty land, this is what you can construct. You cannot do that. There are multiple possibilities exist. So it is just what is your true desire is. Anything is possible, everything is possible, but what is your true desire, your inner desire? You have to be very careful to segregate from the mind level desire and then the inner, your soul level desire. That's very important. Many times, oh, the next person, next house, actually they bought 2 houses, I will also buy one house in that same place. I will buy the same car. Next time, I had this kind of thing. When I saw that BMW car, I think I need to buy this car, like that. So when we do, you would have realized after meditation, you would have dropped many desires. You felt it is not really required, right? So our thoughts and feelings create our outer reality. This is very, very important. And we'll take a very simple example. See, we have our organs. Our organs, your heart, your kidney, anything, right? You take that every organ is actually made up of small, small cells, right? Our entire body is made up of trillion cells. But then you take this one organ. If you put that one organ and inside your electronic microscope, and you will able to see that what are the cells inside that. So every group of cells is made up of one organ. Further, if you deep dive into inside, if you go one step deeper, the cell is made up of multiple molecules. And again, if you deep dive into, every molecule is actually is the structure of some atoms. And if you go into one step detail again, it's just like scientists actually have that thought, okay, we see it is a, for example, you just see this is a phone, but what it is a phone? They wanted to go deeper, deeper, deeper inside into it, till that what it is basically to go further deeper and see what it is, to know what it is. So like that, they actually go into deeper by looking into it. What is this organ is made up of? Okay, this organ is made up of cells. Cell is made up of molecules. Then molecule is made up of atoms. Then again, they further go into atoms. They found that the atoms is nothing but group of, you're having a proton and some set of electrons. And in that particular atom, they further deep dive into it, and they found that in that entire atom, it is basically the 99.99939s. It's purely empty. It is purely empty. It's just like you will see an entire house. From the house, you are going into every room, and then from the room, you actually go into every wall, and then from the wall, you actually go like that. We are now into it. And in that particular atom, everything is a completely, it is 99.99. You can round it, how much it comes? 100, right? So it is completely empty. Empty means what? Empty means what? It is full of energy. It's just like a clay form. From the pot, from the plate, physical matter, you are dropping back to the clay form. With the clay, you can do anything like that. So this energy, full of energy. In the meditation, we drop ourselves, whatever we think about our past and then future, everything, and then observe breath, and we drop ourselves and back to the energy form. And all the subatomic particles, right? It's very important. You think, see, from the moment we assume that this is a solid, the body, they deep dive into it, and when they deep dive into that inside that particular atom, and that is the subatomic particles, so they actually behave, it is in a two forms duality, like it actually it it can exit as a waves as well as a particle. That is interesting part. It can exit as a waves form and then particle, which is the waves means the moment you when the moment you observe it, it transforms to as a particle. Otherwise, it is in waves form. You have a clay. The moment you think that I can make a pot from that, then that clay actually, then you see the picture of a pot. Then you work on towards that, how to do, what to do. You go YouTube and then check, and this. Same vegetable, same thing, but different curries that you can make, right? So it is in the wave form, but when you collapse, what is mean by collapsing? The possibilities. You are putting the attention. When you have the putting the attention, which means you are focused on that particular thing, then whatever that attention that you are having, whatever that in your mind, then automatically it is getting transformed into that. It is getting transformed into that. That's very important. So everything is energy in a way. Everything is energy. And every energy is interconnected. So how you put attention, what you put attention, then it gets transformed. That's it, in a very simple way. So it is energy, So that's where we say that, oh, I'm trying, I need some energy. The moment you get some energy, you do multiple things, right? You don't actually look out for, I need to do this, I need to do this activity, so I need to do, so end of the day, what you look out, I need energy. So multiple things in the outside. But then the energy is in the meditation that we receive abundance of energy because we get into the energy form, the oneness. So when we actually observe with focused attention, it gives rise to the possibilities. Okay, many times we have an idea. I wanted to become IAS officer. I wanted to become an doctor. I want to, you have your thought, you have your desire, but the thought, it is not from inside. Means you need to hold on to that particular thought. It's very important. There's one question I asked, I think in the previous conference to Chandra sir. So you have this goal, and how come you are? There are many things going on. But then how you are actually, I have one-on-one conversation, I just had it, you know. Then he said this word, I am recollecting here. So I have that, I'm holding that particular thing, this conference is going very good, and this is what it is. And when that is very important, you need to hold that particular goal that in your mind. When you are holding that particular, then you are constantly giving the energy in that, then obviously then it gets manifested in the outside. Many times we think today, tomorrow you are getting to the normal whatever the task, and then we did not give the attention to that particular thing. Then we just move out, thinking that at the end of December, oh, where I am, what is the dream? I thought this thing, okay, I did not do this. Then again recreate some vision board and everything. So you need to have that vision board, and for that, constant attention. This constant attention, when you give the constant attention, then focused attention, then everything is possible. So what you need to do, you know it from here. So when you observe, the scientists found that when you observe, we said that the electrons and protons, right? When you observe, the particle is actually becomes a matter. When observed, it becomes a matter form. It's very, very important. And here is one experiment, right? So this experiment is also present in YouTube. Well, listen to this experiment. So what they did is they've taken a bunch of electrons. They've taken a bunch of electrons and they just shoot in the ball, just like you throw a ball in the wall, right? When you throw a ball and it will hit the ball in the wall and it will come back, right? And in the screen, you can, one ball if you throw, it's a one dot. If you throw multiple balls, multiple dots. And you have to watch this very, very, with full attention because it is very subtle. I mean, for me to understand this, it took 6 months. This particular concept, especially. Need not to be for you the same, and don't go with that conclusion as well. But watch it very full attention.
And here we are, the granddaddy of all quantum
Very able to get the music, I mean the sound. Okay.
weirdness, the infamous double slit experiment. To understand this experiment, we first need to see how particles, or little balls of matter, act. If we randomly shoot a small object, say a marble, at the screen, we see a pattern on the back wall where they went through the slit and hit. Now, if we add a second slit, we would expect to see a second band duplicated to the right. Now, let's look at waves. The waves hit the slit and radiate out, striking the back wall with the most intensity directly in line with the slit. The line of brightness on the back screen shows that intensity. This is similar to the line the marbles make. But when we add the second slit, something different happens. If the top of one wave meets the bottom of another wave, they cancel each other out. So now,
So here is the very important thing. When we earlier shoot one slit, just with one slit, if you put the balls, the electroparticles, it just creates one single layer. And 2 means 2, right? It's very simple. And when we put a waves means you can just think about in the wave water, right? In the water, if you put a pebble and it creates some the waves, right? And they put a slit in here. When it passes through the with single, it touches that back, it creates a single. But then if you put a single slit, it creates a interference.
there is an interference pattern on the back wall. Places where the two tops meet are the highest intensity, the bright lines, and where they cancel, there is nothing. So, when we throw things, that is,
So when it is a 2 slit, if you put, and with the waves, ideally it should get only 2. But here we not get only 2. It is a different pattern. It is more than 2 lines, right? So because why? Because it is getting interference, because the waves actually gets just interfered with other wave, and then it creates this pattern. And in the back it gives multiple lines.
through two slits, we get this, two bands of hits. And with waves, we get an interference pattern of many bands. Good so far. Now, let's go quantum.
So far what we learned is these waves, okay, the waves actually create multiple possibilities. This is where we will able to get it through now. When we now, without observing, we are actually able to see that it creates multiple possibilities. When a solid particle when shoots, then we are getting only 2 lines. But with the waves, we are getting multiple lines.
An electron is a tiny, tiny bit of matter, like a tiny marble. Let's fire a stream through one slit. It behaves just like the marble, a single band. So, if we shoot these tiny bits through 2 slits, we should get, like the marbles, 2 bands. What? An interference pattern, like the marbles.
So now he has taken bunch of electrons, right? And now with the single slit, you have got only single in the back end, in the wall. But then if you use the 2 slit, but he is getting an interference pattern like a waves. So then he is coming back to the conclusion that the electrons in the subatomic particle, the subatomic particles, when we shoot the like electrons, it behaves like a waves. It behaves like a waves. That is the inference that we have to get from here.
2 bands. What? An interference pattern. We fired electrons, tiny bits of matter through. But we get a pattern like waves, not like little marbles. How? How could pieces of matter create an interference pattern like a wave? It doesn't make sense. But physicists are clever. They thought, maybe those little balls are bouncing off each other and creating that pattern. So, they decide to shoot electrons through one at a time. There is no way they could interfere with each other. But after an hour of this, the same interference pattern is seen to emerge. The conclusion is inescapable. The single electron leaves as a particle, becomes a wave of potentials, goes through both slits, and interferes with itself to hit the wall like a particle. But mathematically, it's even stranger. It goes through both slits and it goes through neither. And it goes through just one and it goes through just the other. All of these possibilities are in superposition with each other. But physicists were completely baffled by this. So they decided to peek and see which slit it actually goes through. They put a measuring device by one slit to see which one it went through and...
So if you see so far, initially the waves, we concluded that the waves actually create a interference pattern. Okay. And if your solid particles, if you put it, create only two lines, means two lines. Now they use the electrons, bunch of electrons, and then when they shoot, it created a interference pattern like a waves. Okay. Now the scientists thought that, okay, can we actually just put one electron at a time so that it will not create the interference pattern? But still it created an interference pattern, even one by one electron at a time. And now they think that, okay, something we have to figure it out, why it is creating interference. They put a camera to observe that where it is happening. Now, this is where our observation, our attention. So now they are making some attention to see that what it is.
let it fly. But the quantum world is far more mysterious than they could have imagined. When they observed, the electron went back to behaving like a little marble. It produced a pattern of two bands, not an interference pattern of many. The very act of measuring or observing which slit it went through meant it only went through one, not both. The electron decided to act differently, as though it was aware it was being watched. And it was here that physicists stepped forever into the strange, never world of quantum events. What is matter? Marbles or waves? And waves of what? And what does an observer have to do with any of this? The observer collapsed the wave function simply by observing.
Okay. So what happened is they put a microscope to see that how this is actually coming. The very act of observing is collapsing that waves into the matter form. Okay, which means the moment I actually put an attention, this is, then automatically it is transformed into that way, which means the observation creates massive possibilities and unlimited potential we can create. It is exhibits in the waveform, right? And every physical event, whatever, right? It is a pattern of everything we saw, that everything, the people, place, things, everything is made up of like in energy form. So which is some pattern, right? Some pattern it exhibits in the energy form. So when we collapse that, so this is how it should be, this is what I want be. Then when you are putting the attention to the event to be like that, then automatically you are giving the attention to that particular way that it should be, then automatically then it gets manifested in the physical life. So what it is important is to know from here is observation means that having the thoughts and feelings of the experience that we wanted to have. And with an open mind and focused mind, we can manifest the matter. That is the life experiences. Right? Anything that we wanted to have it, like I want to have a car, I wanted to have this. Basically, it is an experience. That experience is The car, if you little the car and you are driving the car, you are sitting in the car, everything again the energy, right? The energy pattern, that's it. So the observation creates possibilities. Where your attention goes, the energy flows. So, and meditation helps you to develop the right mindset. And this is very basic, the foundation to know in order to dream and then manifest whatever that we wanted to have in our life. Okay, with this, we'll just formally close the session. Back to this three principle to remind: we are less matter, more of energy. We have unlimited possibilities and potential. We have it, and our observation manifests the possibilities through this experiment. Please do revisit this YouTube as well. This video, it's very important to understand it more. All right, we'll
Push this a little bit. Okay, wonderful, Rathamel. We'll understand about this more during the week. This lecture is fundamentally telling that there are any possibilities that are there in the field of energy. We are that energy. We are that consciousness. In meditation, we become that consciousness. We become that energy, number one. We experience that connection with everybody, number two. We are interconnected. That's the concept of one family, one world, one thing. We are that energy, so we are the whole. Whatever somebody is going to experience, it is all within that. So we come to that fundamental conclusion that whatever I'm experiencing, me being that energy intricately connected to everything, then everything is there within me. It's called the wholeness experience. Wholeness. Everyday meditation will, of course, get us to feel at some point that I am the whole. It's also called Aham Brahmasmi. Then the interconnection is the second element that we learn through this, that there is a deep connection to everybody, including the animals. Everybody is connected to each other. Everybody is influencing each other. The interconnection is there. Then, of course, we also come to the conclusion that electrons, which are in trillions and trillions, are as energy, can become matter when they're observed. You observe something and become matter. Together as a group, we observe something else happens together. That can lead to an understanding that individual observation versus group observation, how group causes, group intentions can manifest. Now, individuals also have the power to manifest. When individuals elevate themselves as a consciousness, then their power is much more. If they say, I'm this tiny, it's not possible, that's not possible, I don't think so, on this tiny body, then we'll be there. But the moment you recognize and say, in meditation, I leave my body and I become this energy field, and so that I'm placing my intentions, and all of them are getting fulfilled through my being, my understanding that I am the whole field has a different effect. While we recognize whatever I wish and intend is also potentially can be pushed and pulled through everything around us. This is where the concept of timing comes. So we'll understand a little more when we know the 5 sutras of manifestation later this week. Conclude.
Okay. Yes. So
And we listened to this master who went on some deep practice of meditation for the last few days. For hours and hours and hours, he did this deep practice after the break. Thank you very much for joining. We'll see you all tomorrow again. Of course, we are way past the time today. But this is a lecture that takes sometimes time. We want to make sure that you understand with enough technicality so that it's being given. One can always go back and relook at it. Thank you.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. I am happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. Happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. And I know the light of love is shining in my eyes. I am happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. Yes, I am. I am happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. Happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. And I know the light of love is shining in my eyes. I am happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. A little birdie told. I know I am complete. I have all the keys to love, joy, and peace. The power.
Okay. Want to address the questions and then we can move?
Share your experience first.
Okay. So I actually wherein like the inspiration in fact came from Chandra sir. I taken the inspiration and I always wanted to experiment the things, want to experiment how it is. And he went to solitude and mentioned that 9 to 10 hours of meditation he did, and he got the guidance. Let me see whether I'm possible to do 9 to 10 hours of meditation at least, because 3 hours is the maximum time that I did it, right, in a stretch as well. So doing 9 to 10 hours, and I heard many others as well from masters that doing 9-10 hours is actually, they could able to understand much more about themselves. So that with that inspiration, and I went and like 9 to 10 days, it is intensive meditation that I did. And the meditation experience, what I could say is, I able to understand much more about myself, number one, and what are the places I am making mistakes, and what kind of things. It's just like the house which was not looked up for many years, and if you suddenly put your light on, how it will be, then you know that there is some cockroach, then snakes and this and that, like that. So I could able to see that there are many kind of judgments in me, that criticism, that the limiting belief that I'm holding. So all that I could able to understand about much more about myself. And I could able to also connect with, when Chandra sir mentioned that we are connected, interconnected in this world. This is what immediately reminded me from my inner self. So I could able to connect to the plants, especially where the place ashram I was. And every meditation is also different for me in the meditation. And much more clarity also it came. And the trust in the life, I could able to understand. I got the, the trust, what to do, what not to do. And a few things I assume that I'm actually having no fear or something like that, but in turn, and every meditation brought me, uncovered me some new part of myself which I was not know. In one experience, for example, when I was meditating, I was suddenly, I felt a snake or something. And that day morning, I saw that snake, a small snake. And in meditation, maybe I'm sitting alone and then doing meditation, and there is some sound. My mind manufactured that, oh, could be that is a snake. Oh, something it is coming here, this side. What if it's coming here, this and that, like that. Then I held myself, no, I should not open the eyes. Eventually, then I could not resist. I came out. Then I found that there is nothing. Okay. Like that, every meditation, then I could able to feel that, okay, I have this fear, I have this. Then every meditation, I could able to see, understand much more about myself. What is that I'm having inside? And I assumed that, for example, I get one such an experiences. When we get some experience in the meditation, in the next 3 days or next 1 week, we will be in a different world. Wow, I got this astral experience, this and that, like that. In the next meditation, the guidance came through me that, was instructing, there were masters coming and then they're telling, and telling that, the guidance, the wisdoms. The next meditation, I was actually having a happy, I had got some, in one meditation morning when I got I got an intuition that message that came through us, you need to write your experiences. So when I was just got this, I need to write the experiences, okay. Then I written it. After the meditation, I written it. Guidance came through this time. So afternoon I got, there was an astral body. My astral body got renewed. There were masters who were working on through me. They removed the astral body. They said that we are going to renew our thing, our astral body. And it's just like they also told, I'm suddenly not able to observe the breath. The thinking also stopped. We're switching off the mind. So don't do anything like that. They instructed like a doctor's telling, and they removed, I could able to feel, and the entire astral body, they just like a balloon, if you blow the air, it will expand, right? Like that. They put something, my astral body, like they just keep on the liquid, some liquid, and then entire part of the body, it gets automatically adjust according to that automatically that body. He said that this is required for the next energy work. So this, when we are going through this, I just surrender it. I just two things. I trust the process. Number two, I surrender to it. Whatever it is going to happen, let it be like that. I trust the process. So everything is done, and I'm telling very high level, but at the end of this experience, I felt something different. Okay, good. Oh, something great happened. Tomorrow I'm going to share, and everyone is going to look up to me, say that, oh, Ratnavel, you are this, and like that. This ego came into picture. And then in next meditation, the guidance came that to me that what is the point in actually having this kind of pride? Your own experience will be overshadowed by another experience, and your own experience will be overshadowed by others' experience. Meaning, next experience after 5 days you get somewhat different experience. You will not think about this experience, And after, some other people will share, participant, and your experience will go away, right? After another another statement as well, wisdom, your own experience will be useless after some point in time. Then what is the point in actually rejoicing that, thinking about that? And then when you are thinking about that, you are losing the current moment. That point in time, you feel happy, good, fine, move out, step out. Then after that, whatever this coming after this meditation, right? This guidance came to me. Nothing. I didn't have anything in my mind. Okay, it's just an experience. That's it. Move on. Likewise, every experience, every time, different things. And I asked also some question. Okay, I got my new body, astral body, so that everything, my karma and everything will go away. No, they said that no, that's not in our work scope. It is you have to face. Okay, and one another question I asked, and they said experiment, just experiment. You experiment. That's it, like that. So, and I also felt that very core of my being that I always like to experiment the things. So I listened to my body, and I also got the guidance. And you should see, there is a voice inside you. You should know the voice is coming from your heart space or from mind space. And that also kind of a test it happened. And one important lesson it taught me is the journey, when how I came to this 10 days solitude is, I did not have any plan. 10 days I'll go and do, at least Chandra sir had some thought that 10 days I'll go, but I did not have any thought of 10 days, nothing. I got a feeling that something in me telling go to the ashram for okay, let me go and spend on the 2 days. So like that I went 2 days. Let me go today and then come back tomorrow. That's it, nothing else, no thought. That second day, I went onward silence. That pushed me another 2 days, another 2 days, another two. I extending it 2 days, 2 more days, 2 more days. And there is also one thought on Monday came Tuesday, and so it's like 4 days of my own, 5 days of my own practice. Then there was a full moon meditation in the ashram. Then I joined that also. I don't know anything about that plan, program, nothing. On the day of the program, I asked what is the schedule. I felt that I need to join. I joined. Then 2 days only I will stay, madam, in the program also I'll conclude, I told. Then that extended till Sunday. And Monday I felt another came that after this retreat I'll go to meet Chandra sir. I said, okay, it might be illusion, fine, ignore it. Okay, because after this 10 days I'll go to and then visit my family, like that I thought. So you can see that here with I came yesterday and been here. And when I'm starting from to meet, I told that okay, I'll go today and then tomorrow come back. I mean immediately next same day. But something in me telling that prepare for tomorrow also to stay. So I prepared that and taken the additional clothes and felt that, and Chandra sir and Vani madam told next day you stay here. Okay. So in one simple word, if I say, this solitude made me to strongly hold on to follow my heart. And sometimes we think about logically and then giving them space. But to follow the heart, you need courage. You can be comfort, you can be happy to follow your mind, be happy sitting home, your mind tell, oh, there is a Chandra sir is conducting that there is a retreat or this, okay, it is not possible, your logical mind will tell that. But if your inner feeling, your feeling, if you follow that, it is right. It will be right. It knows it. So listen to your heart that knows everything of yours. Thank you, sir.
Okay. Who won a Saturday masterclass and do it more elaborately. It was wonderful. Give a big clap. To do these longer meditations, every meditation gives us something. Long meditations just accelerates the process. That thing, that every experience that we're having is overshadowed by something else. Such a profound statement. It applies to the wakeful reality, not just meditation reality. Today we do something, we celebrate victory, tomorrow it's overshadowed by something else. And it is overshadowed by somebody else's experience as well, which is true. Right. Okay, so what do you have? You got some questions. Now, if you have questions to him about the sadhana, you can ask that as well. But otherwise, let's look at questions. We have few another 10 minutes on manifestation.
Yes, the Q&A has 2 questions.
Okay.
Thank you, Ratnavel sir. Wonderful. Inspiring us also to go into solitude and deeper meditation. Such a profound experience that you share. And you said listen and follow your heart. That's opening up that one thing probably you always calculate when we go into a retreat or a meditation, like how much work is left at home and then come back immediately and follow the work. And sometimes that energy stays in for a while, but it dissipates slowly if we constantly don't keep meditating and keep follow that process. But for you, extending that and being in that solitude and being in that for more and more duration, like what was your blissful state? Or can you dwell a little bit into what were you experiencing? How much blissful was it? Like, were you saying that, okay, 3 hours I felt like in the Amrut programs and all, if you were like for over these years, like you were practicing for so long now, over the years, like you felt Amrut was quite enough. And this was a big leap. It's like climbing probably small hills and climbing Mount Everest. It's a big difference, probably for you. So can you delve a little bit into what kept you motivated and kept going longer and longer?
Okay. Okay. The first thing is the need. If you have the hungry, then things will work. Many times we don't feel the hungry. We don't have the hungry. So Amrut program, yes. The first time when I started, I will be sleeping. At the end of the meditation, they put the music, or either the Zoom session went, and then I woke up. That's how I started Amrut program. But then this long meditations, I heard multiple masters talking about 9 to 10 hours I sat, and then I could able to understand much more things. That thing, whenever you hear multiple people, it is like, you are going to break a rock. You need to hit, say that when you hit the first time, it will not break. Second time, third time, fifth time, 10th time, 100th time. Now tell me which time that actually it made you to break the rock. Is it first time or second time? So no, every hit actually matters. So the inspiration is every time you hear about, okay, you this kind of experience from Chandra sir, from me, or any person who actually 9 to 10 hours they're sitting and meditating and like that. Okay, something that exploration mindset. Okay, for me, okay, let me see. But when we continuously here, and there, from there, then one point in time, let me take the step. Let me do. Okay, the deep, it will come, the push. But for that, we need to continuously listen until a point it reaches that, let me go. And when you are ready, the situations also will help. Because to my wife, I said that I'll go today and come back tomorrow. And there was a slight disagreement as well that time on related to different matter. She said that no, I'm going to my like my house, which is just few 5-10 minutes away. She will go, and then so situations also helping. The moment I say, okay, if you go, you'll come 3 days like that. So, but things, situations helped in a way. She herself said that okay, I'll going for 2 days and come back. Then something in my feeling told. So that is where you have to give importance to what you feel. So the feeling actually, if you give the importance, many times we give importance to here, that will drive you, help you to, okay, what is feeling it? Again, feeling you have to come from two places. Whether it is coming from freer consciousness or is it coming from the your heart, you have to know from the mind or heart. If the fear is, if something that, oh, I need to go, now it is time, the lunch will not be there, everybody would have been eaten, which is a fear. Okay. So if you're getting the feeling where you are coming from, always the truth that will empower you. Okay. It will give the strength. You seek the strength from the truth. If the feeling and the thought coming from the, the mind, it will create the fear. So so again, how to do? You to move from the mind conscious to that ego conscious to the, when you're going for lunch, ask your body, what I'm going to feel. What is the body? You listen to your body. What is that you are going to, what are you going to eat? What is that you are going to eat? Tell me what you like to eat. The body will tell you, try this, try that, eat it, don't eat that. You start with that, that will help. Moving to listen to the feeling space. And again, the question on blissful. See, this is what it is. One meditation, starting 10 minutes, I'll feel so happy, something different. And after 10 minutes, something, oh, when it will end, when it will be. For first intensive meditation, like in fifth day or something, 3 hours or for 3 hours, I have not moved an inch also. Sit like this, closed eyes, nothing, and not. Next to third 3 hour meditation, I was like, take a sit like this, 20 minutes, good, then back to this, then again like this. So there are many things will come. So we should not have an expectation of, every meditation will be like this. Every meditation will be always blissful. So like that. Every meditation is different. So blissful is every moment. That comes from I shared that experience also. When I got this experience, I felt so happy like that. Then the strike happened. Somebody will like a beating. So it was really felt, the entire experience I felt really good. And every other force, visible and invisible force which supported, I'm really ever grateful for that. I hope I answered the question.
Yes, sir. About the place, like, did you choose the place, or were you like Chandra sir chose the place, like, Karnal Pyramid, like for you, like, was there any choice with respect to the place?
No, so I not choose any place. That's what, I not have any plan also to go in solitude. As I said to my wife, I said, I'll go today and come back tomorrow. That extended automatically. Why the purpose I went 2 days? Before going, I don't know, I'll be in solitude. But when I'm here, I could able to connect the dots. Why this happened, why that happened. If I would have told that I will be going on 10 days solitude, definitely I wouldn't at least made it. And Chandra sir as well, I could sense that he got the feeling that this is will let me go. So if you give the feeling what it is, then you know it. Again, you don't need to choose. You put the thought that I want to do, or you want to explore, that's to explore it. Try it. Things will fall in place. You don't need to use the mind. Or you have the options, 4 options. But out of the 4 options, what you feel to go, the feeling will tell you what is right for you. Don't choose. You choose from your mind. You have the 4 options, but then what you feel to go, where to. Let it decide.
So there
How about your diet? Sorry, ma'am. Please go ahead.
you can
Thank
say,
you.
yeah, you can. Yeah.
The diet is, see, I've been, last 3 months, I've been going with the 2 meals, usually 1 meal, brunch at 10:30, and then night I usually have either steamed boiled vegetable or else a fruit. That's it. That's been last 3 months since the preparation was there from there. So because I wanted to optimize my food, that's where I wanted to do. I tried many things, but it didn't work. So then I thought, okay, let me try this. And during this time, I had only 1 meal. So like as a brunch, and then again I learned some very important lesson as well. So in the night, I usually evening I have 6:30. I have a fruit, 1 or 2. That's it. So when I'm going here, I wanted to buy fruits, but somehow I did not buy. Only I taken 1 or 2 fruits. Okay, I want to stay for 2 days. Then the stay extended 2 more days. I'm in silence. I need fruit. Then I gave a list. Madam, please give me pomegranate 2 kilo and pumpkin 1 and this and that, like that. Somebody is giving space, like you know, freely and giving a list to them. Okay, somehow that I learned a lesson that you should not feel special. That is the one important lesson. For that to learn the lesson, it took 2 days, 2.5 days, I think. You should not feel special. Go flow with the group. When you're in the group, flow with the group. So got that lesson. And I'll talk much more about the diet, uh, what I did. But yes, at a high level, it is 1 meal per day. But during the program, whatever I joined that, full moon retreat in the ashram they had, whatever the 3 meals I had it. But every meal, I ask my body, what do you want to have? Even 10 items they do, I will have 1 item means I will have only 1 item. Okay. So it will take, I need some 10 more minutes, but then we'll do it separately maybe.
Final question. How about your sleep?
4 hours or 3 and 4 hours. And I experimented as well. When you're having a fruit and then this, my experiment is I could able to come back in the morning easily, get up easily. And if I have a food that builds my tamasic quality, it's lethargic. So then obviously 3 hours to 4 hours is fine. And you need a good amount of sleep or rest as well in order to your body takes up entire energy that you get through the meditation. So I taken a nap of 40 minutes something, 30 minutes in the noon, and then this one. So I ensure that my body is also rested properly. And millions of organisms is actually living in our body. We need to support that as well.
Thank you.
Yeah. And one thing is, the guidance came is through me. write your experience. I was writing it. It spanned to close to 32 pages. So I was writing the meditation. So sharing here will be again needs not much time. But I recommend everyone go for it. Don't think.
I'm definitely motivated. So thank you.
Any questions on the? Yeah, so the question is, when we in the meditation, yes, we drop our mind because every thought, everything we are dropping, and then we go into the energy state. That's the answer. Yes, that's right. But in the meditation, you should not have encouraged to have a thought. You should not think about, okay, let me go and create. No. During the meditation, no thoughts. During the visualization process, yes, you can actually visualize. That Chandra sir will cover about it. All right. No other questions, madam?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
I think we're done. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. Thanks, everyone. We'll meet again tomorrow. Have a wonderful day ahead. Thank you.
Yeah. Please do join the book club. It's starting at 8:15 a.m. today. Yeah.
I'm happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. Happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. And I know the light of love is shining in my eyes. I am happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. Yes, I am. I am happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. Happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. And I know the light of love is shining in my eyes. I am happy, healthy, wealthy, and wise. A little birdie told me life is so sweet. As I listen to her song, I know I am complete. I have all the keys to love, joy, and peace. The power is infinite, and love will increase. I am happy, healthy,